What's up, guys? Welcome to GoHamDiscGolf. I'm Big John, and today I'm doing a disc review. I'm talking about the Discraft Nuke SS. This is it's one of my favorite discs. It's like my go-to disc, and I got to this disc in kind of a traditional way, you could almost say. When I first started playing disc golf, I was driving with Leopards, and I was going pretty good, but I wasn't getting the distance that I was looking for. So I heard a lot about the Surge, and I tried a buddy of mine. He had a Surge, so I tried that, and when I first started throwing, it was cutting over hard, like I had no control over it. As soon as it left my hand, it was just hard to the left. And that was pretty much all because I was throwing incorrectly. I know that from the start. But I liked the way it felt in my hand. So I went and bought myself a Surge SS, and I started throwing that, and I was having the same problem. I wasn't liking it at all. And I'm not saying the Surge is a bad disc. It's a great disc. But at the time, I wasn't throwing it right, so I started to not like it. So I went and got an Avenger SS. Started throwing that, and I loved it. It flew perfectly straight for me. That's what I was looking for, and I stuck with it for a while. Then I ended up losing it. And I only had one of them. And I was stuck without something that I needed for my game. So I was playing with a buddy, and he was like, you know, if you like the Avenger SS, go ahead and try the Katana. And I never threw Innova before. So I grabbed the Katana and I started throwing it, and it was going straight just like the Avenger SS was for me, but I was getting a lot more distance out of it. And I still have Katanas in my bag. I actually carry two with me. And after I got the Katana, I was throwing it for a couple weeks, and I really liked it. And then I figured out that when I was throwing, I had no snap in my wrist. I wasn't putting any torque on the disc at all. And once I started doing that with the Katana, it would flip over for me hard. And you know, and I still don't put much torque on my disc, but when it would just flip over really hard. So I'm at the point now where anytime I throw this, it's actually a roller disc for me now. When I throw it with just a little bit of anhyzer and put a lot of torque on it, it'll come up and then land probably about like that and roll a good distance before dropping over. So I still keep two of these in my bag. They're my go-to roller discs. But once that started flipping over for me, I knew I needed something that was a little more stable. And that's how I got to the Nuke SS. This is my second one that I've had, and I absolutely love this disc. When I first got it and I was putting all my torque and my wrist jerk on it, it would take right to it, and it would go straight, and then I'd get barely just a little bit of fade at the end, and I was easily hitting 350, 375 with it. And after only playing for a few months, hitting 375, you know, great, love the disc, keep it coming. And now it's starting to do what the Katana did. When I throw it, and when I throw it out straight and put a lot of torque on it, like I know I need to be, it'll come out and it'll just go to the right just a little bit, and then it'll start cutting back to the left. And if there's no wind or if there's a headwind and I put a nasty torque on this thing, it'll cut hard to the right with a big S and then come back to the left. And if I throw it just a little bit incorrectly, like if I put it on a little bit of an anhyzer and I put a lot of torque on it, it's not going to turn into a roller like the Katana does, but it will lose control and end up far to the right. So I think I'm almost at the point where I can switch over to like a Nuke or a Boss or something like that, but this is staying in my bag for now. I'm actually planning on getting a couple more of these. But the Nuke SS is by Discraft. This is a Z Nuke. It's a 1.0 rating, so it's just a little bit overstable. I think this is a disc that everybody should have. If you're not to the point where you're having a lot of torque on your arm, then maybe not yet. If you do have that, but you don't have great arm strength, this is going to give you really what you need. It's going to hit straight for you with a little bit of fade to the left. And if you're one of those guys that has this huge arm and you got torque for days, then this is easily a roller disc. It's going to just turn over hard for you. So Nuke SS, definitely recommend it. And if you want one of these, check out my channel. I'm actually giving away one of these. So check out the other videos on my channel and you could actually win a Nuke SS from Discraft. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and like. See you guys later.